Good evening, everybody. My name is Jeremy Hackett, and I'd like to welcome you to our autumn-winter men's fashion show, and I hope you'll enjoy it. I decided to call the collection Sheep Shape and London Fashion because it reminded me of Ship Shape and Bristol Fashion, which really means that everything's good and everything's working. And so hopefully that'll be the same this evening. And I know Sheep Shape and London Fashion is difficult to say when you've had a few drinks, but I hope you will have a good time anyway. The inspiration behind the collection really, it's a capsule collection. It's just 12 pieces. And really, it probably goes back to when I worked in Savile Row back in the 1970s. And I worked opposite Tommy Nutter, who was a designer who I saw frequently. And he always looked incredibly well turned out. And he had this way of putting clothes together that I thought was quite unusual and very inspirational. He would mix checks, different size checks all together, but they complemented each other. And that probably was an inspiration for me for this collection. At least 25 years I've worked with British mills all over the country. One of my favourite ones is Fox Brothers down in Somerset, who probably make the best flannel in the world, and they've been making cloth for us for at least 25 years. And I feel that as a British brand it's very important that we support British mills, and which I do my utmost to do. Working with Fox Brothers and Douglas Cordo, the plan is in the future is to increase the sheep in Somerset and Exmoor so that it becomes a sustainable business and not just a craft business. In our finale, you'll see that we have used not only cloth from a British mill, but wool from British sheep. And years ago, when I was much younger, I always had this image that I would have a wonderful house in the country, set in parkland, a very pastoral scene with sheep grazing. I don't have the manor house, but I now have a share in sheep and a field, so I'm on my way. Roughly 200 years ago, Britain was the biggest exporter of wool and woolen cloth across the world. And my vision is that we're working with Fox Brothers and the whole sheep industry, that we can once again be a big exporter of cloth right across the globe.
you.